Did you know the wrong nightlight can actually make it harder to fall asleep, while the right one can make your bedroom feel calmer, safer, and more wind-down ready? Today we're counting down the 7 best nightlights for a bedroom, starting with the decent budget picks and ending with the one that felt the most bedroom perfect in real daily use. Number 7. GE Color Changing LED Nightlight. The GE Color Changing Nightlight is the kind of plug-in that instantly feels fun, especially if you like a little color in your room at night. It offers multiple modes, including solid colors, color changing, and a soft white option, so it's easy to match your mood or your room's vibe. In real use, it's the type of light you plug in and immediately start clicking through colors like, okay, teal is nice, wait, purple is nicer. One thing that does work well for bedroom living is the built-in light sensing tech, which automatically turns the light on at dusk and off at dawn. That means it's not another thing you have to remember to switch on when you're half asleep. In a hallway or near the bedroom door, it creates a gentle path effect that's genuinely helpful for late-night movement. But here's where it lands at number 7. The cool factor can be a little distracting in an actual sleep space. If you're sensitive to light when you're trying to fall asleep, the temptation to keep it on a brighter color or run the color-changing mode can turn into the opposite of relaxing. Also, some users report quirks like not always keeping the selected color the way they expect after switching it off, which can be annoying if you're picky about consistency. Another practical note, while it's designed to leave the second outlet free, it's still a visible, attention-grabbing light in the room. And not everyone wants their bedroom to look like a mini LED show at night. Number 6. Fesnne Nightlight. The Fesnne Nightlight goes in a totally different direction, warm, simple, and meant to blend into the background. It's a 3000K warm white glow with a dusk to dawn sensor, so it automatically turns on when the room gets dark and shuts off in the daytime. In a bedroom, that warm tone reads more cozy than clinical, which is exactly what most people want at night. What stood out in day-to-day use was how gentle it feels, more like a soft guide light than a spotlight. It's also designed to be glare-free, so when you roll over and catch it in your peripheral vision, it's not an aggressive flash of brightness. For nightstand-adjacent outlets, that matters more than people think. It's also very low power, listed at 0.5 watts, so it's the kind of thing you can leave plugged in without mentally calculating your electricity bill. That makes it a nice choice if you want multiple lights, one near the bed, one near the door, one near the hallway. And because it's plug and play, it's basically instant setup. Now, the reason it's number 6 is not because it's bad, it's because it's basic. If you want adjustable brightness, or you want to fine-tune the light level depending on whether you're reading, relaxing, or just navigating, this doesn't give you much control beyond it's on or it's off. In some bedrooms, that's perfect, but if your space is very dark or very bright from streetlights, you might wish you could tweak the output. Five. LOHAS LED Nightlights Plug into Wall. LOHAS tends to nail the bedroom practicality side, and this adjustable brightness approach is a big reason why. The brand highlights plug-in nightlights with a built-in light sensor that automatically turns on when it's dark and turns off during the day, and the key upgrade is brightness control, so you can set the glow to what feels right. In real use, that control is what takes a nightlight from fine to finally, I can sleep with this on. What feels good here is the ability to dial things down when you're actually trying to fall asleep, then keep enough light to navigate if you wake up. Instead of one fixed brightness that's either too dim to be useful or too bright to be relaxing, you can find your personal sweet spot. That matters in bedrooms where you might want a whisper of light, not a beacon. Another win, it's still a plug-in solution, so there's no charging routine and no batteries to worry about. For a bedroom, low maintenance is a feature, especially if the whole point is making nights calmer and easier. And because it's designed around a dusk to dawn sensor, it naturally fits into your daily rhythm without extra steps. In terms of use cases, this is great near the bed, near the doorway, or along the route to a bathroom. It's also a smart pick if you don't want a nightlight that screams kid product and would rather something that feels neutral and adult-friendly. The vibe is more functional cozy than novelty. Number 4. Sujeet Dusk to Dawn Nightlights. If you're lighting more than just one spot, like the bedroom, hallway, and bathroom, the Sujeet 8-pack strategy makes a lot of sense. These are warm white, 3000K with dusk to dawn sensing, so they're meant to automatically cover your home in soft navigation light without you thinking about it. In practice, that multiple little glows approach can make a bedroom feel safer because the whole path outside the room is gently lit. Brightness-wise, the listing calls out 50 lumens at 0.5 watts, which is right in that sweet zone where it's visible but not stadium lighting. It's enough to see where you're stepping without turning on overhead lights and fully waking up. And because it's warm, it tends to feel more relaxing and less harsh than cooler white tones at night. The big advantage is consistency. Instead of one super night light in the bedroom and darkness everywhere else, you get a uniform, low-level lighting setup that makes moving around at night feel effortless. If you've ever woken up and felt like your eyes had to adjust to pitch black, this solves that. In a bedroom specifically, these are best near the door or by a dresser outlet, places where you want awareness and safety, not necessarily a decorative focal point. They do the job, they don't ask for attention, and you can distribute them wherever night navigation matters most. The pack size is a big part of the value. 3. DORESshop LED Nightlight. The DORESshop Nightlight starts feeling more grown-up decor than the basic minis, especially because it combines a dusk-to-dawn sensor with adjustable brightness. It's designed to automatically switch on in low light and off in brighter conditions, which makes it feel effortless once it's installed. In bedroom testing, that auto behavior is exactly what you want: light when you need it, darkness when you don't. The brightness adjustability is the big story here. It's described as adjustable from 0 to 60 lumens. That means you can genuinely tailor it, barely there glow for sleeping, higher output for a midnight water run without bumping into furniture. And the fact that you can dim it all the way down to almost nothing is surprisingly valuable if you're light sensitive. It's also positioned as energy efficient, using low wattage for overnight operation, which is important when something is potentially running every night. In a bedroom, you want that always available feel without guilt. The sensor-based approach helps keep it running only when it's actually dark enough to matter. In terms of uses, it fits bedrooms, hallways, and bathrooms well because it's not just a glow, it's controllable. It's also a good option for people who hate being forced into one brightness level. Once you set the brightness you like, it becomes a background upgrade you don't think about. The reason it's number 3 and not higher comes down to preference. Some people want an even more sconce-like lighting pattern and a more intentional up-down light effect that feels like a tiny wall fixture. Number 2. JandCase LED Nightlight. The JandCase Nightlight is aimed squarely at bedroom comfort. Soft 3000K warm white, dusk to dawn sensor, and dimmable control. In real use, it feels like it was designed for people who want the room to stay calm, not flashy. That warm tone is the kind that doesn't scream utility lighting. It reads like a gentle accent. What really helps in a bedroom is the dimmable range, because you can adapt it to your exact setup. If your bed faces the outlet, you can dim it down so it's not in your eyes, and if the outlet is tucked behind furniture, you can bump it up so it still casts enough glow to guide you. That flexibility makes it easier to get right on the first night instead of constantly repositioning things. The dusk to dawn sensing is also a practical win because it makes the light feel automatic in a way that fits sleep routines. It's simply there when the room is dark, and it disappears when you don't need it. In a bedroom, that's the ideal relationship with any light source. It also works nicely as a nightstand companion light if you don't want to reach for a lamp switch. For late-night scrolling avoidance, when you're trying not to wake up your brain, having a soft, low glow available can keep you from turning on brighter lights. It's a small change that makes nights feel smoother. Number 1. LOHAS LED Soft Light. This LOHAS soft light style is the one that felt most like a true bedroom upgrade, not just a plug-in gadget. It's described with features like a dusk to dawn sensor and adjustable brightness, 0-100 lumens, and it's specifically framed as a soft 3000K glow meant to protect your eyes with glare-free illumination. In a bedroom, that combination, warm, dimmable, and non-glary, hits the comfort trifecta. The brightness control here is the star, because 0-100 lumens gives real range. You can set it extremely low for sleeping, then raise it for those nights when you're reorganizing a closet, checking on a kid, or just want a little more ambience while winding down. It adapts to the room instead of forcing the room to adapt to it. Another reason it lands at number 1 is the more sconce-style vibe, with a design intended to feel decorative rather than purely functional. That matters in bedrooms, where the light is visible and contributes to how the room feels. It's the kind of nightlight that doesn't look like an afterthought. In practical use, the dusk to dawn sensor makes it effortless. Plug it in, set brightness once, and let it quietly do its job nightly. It works especially well near the bed if you want that gentle glow without lighting up the whole room. And it's also strong for hallways outside the bedroom, so your room can stay darker while your path stays safe. If the goal is the best nightlight for a bedroom, meaning comfort first, customization second, and aesthetics third, this one checks all 3 better than the rest on today's list. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.